The scene opens on a yellowed page from old medical texts. Its edges are curled and the ink uneven with age. Time has left its trace between the lines. These classical books, handwritten manuscripts, and preserved specimens originate from a Chinese medical lineage with nearly 2 centuries of continuous practice, historically known as Hengcun Tang. What began as a traditional medical hall gradually evolved across regions and generations, eventually becoming what is today the African center of Chinese medicine and acupuncture. Displayed in quiet cabinets are medicinal materials preserved for more than 100 years. They are no longer used in clinical treatments but carefully retained as historical evidence. Together with medical texts and handwritten case records, they form a body of material through which past medical practice can still be verified. The story begins in mid-19th century China. At that time, physicians were embedded in local communities, providing treatments as part of daily life. As population movements increased and overseas trade expanded, Chinese medicine was not deliberately exported, it travels naturally, accompanying people as they left their place of origin. Its first overseas destinations were Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Its hot and humid climate, facing unfamiliar constitutions and disease patterns, established experience was repeatedly challenged. Practitioners of Hengcun Tang adapted therapeutic strategies in response, allowing Chinese medical history to be tested and refined through real clinical encounters. More than a century later, this path extended further south, reaching the African continent. Chinese medicine no longer existed solely as family-based practice, building upon its inherited medical lineage. It gradually transformed into a public-facing institution platform, the African Center of Chinese Medicine and Acupuncture. Here, Chinese medicine entered the wider social systems. It became involved in clinical standard development and established educational collaborations with local universities. At the community level, it contributed to public health. Through this transition, Chinese medicine moved beyond transmission of clinical experience alone, entering spaces of education, research, and institutional dialogue, where it could be understood, examined, and regulated. This is not a personal or familial legend. It represents a continuous practice trajectory, extended from Hengcun Tang and transformed into contemporary public platform. Within the international history of Chinese medicine, it stands as a case that is understandable, verifiable, and transmissible. The camera returns once more to the old texts and century-old medicinal materials. Silent yet enduring, they together formed a timeline spanning nearly 200 years. The global journey of Chinese medicine is not a single moment of arrival, but a history still unfolding.